Welcome back, you beautiful bastions of freedom. My name is Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our beautiful country, and how we're going to fix both of those things together because, brothers and sisters, they are completely linked. Now, the content that I'm going to show you is a feel-good story coming out of the United States. I've been itching and begging to do this, but all the breaking news has kept me from doing it until this moment. I can't think of a better way to end your Saturday with a beautiful little nightcap of this deliciousness. Watching Democrats rank Joe Biden the second worst president in history, only behind Richard Nixon. Guys, this chef's kiss. Everything I got for you, per usual, is in the description box. If you are enjoying this Freedom Quest, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, and send this out because freedom is so lonely if you don't. So make sure you do, because every time you do, a gun controller loses their mind. Keep that in mind. All right, we're going to get into this. This one's going to be a fun one. Everyone can hear me, can see me. All right, guys, this is going to be great. Let's go. The end of a Saturday in the books. Oh, this is going to put a smile on your face. All right, check this out. Gallup poll. So only the leading polling agency. Americans to remember Joe Biden as the second worst president in history. Well, all right. I'm going to say first worst, but you know what? Let's just go with it. Let's just see what the people are saying. Because apparently there were some things that he did wrong. I mean, if you asked him, nothing did wrong. You asked Kamala Harris, she wouldn't have done anything differently. Thanks, by the way, Kamala, for that little statement. But other than that, everything seems fine. Democrats is the best president on record. We've had the highest stock market, the best jobs. We have no inflation. We have no wars, nothing except all of it. All right, so here we go. We're going to have some fun with this one, guys, because you deserve a smile. Majority of Americans say Biden's presidency will be remembered as below average or poor, according to this poll. I got a few little goodies for you here. Let me zoom in so we can share this greatness together, because that's exactly what it is. All right. Everyone is filtering in. I love it. The worst second, he's just plain dumb. Love it. All right. More than half of Americans believe President Biden will be remembered by history as a poor to below average commander-in-chief, according to a new poll. The Gallup survey released Tuesday found that 37% expect Biden to be regarded as below average president, while 17% indicated that the 82-year-old commander-in-chief will be remembered as a poor leader of the U.S. Only 6% of U.S. adults responded that the history would remember Biden as outstanding, and 13% thought his legacy would be regarded as above average. Guys, you know why that's really interesting? Because the 30% of the population, 35% of the population that's liberal can't even rank him okay. So all the lies and all the propaganda that we had to be force-fed through like a feeding tube, like a baby bird, just, yeah, literally for 4 years, they were lying. Right there, even the Democrats and the liberals are like, yeah, nah, that ain't good. Wait till I show you the actual chart. This is hilarious. Because the only guy that was worse than him was the man who was literally involved and embroiled in a scandal and then resigned the presidency because he was involved in that scandal. But you know what? I mean, whatever. All right, so Biden's minus 35 percentage point net positive rating ranks near the bottom of the list of presidents Gallup survey. Remember that whole thing we talked about in the presidential election where we were going into it and it was like, you know, people like where their direction's going. It's a good country. Yeah, it's awesome. They like Biden. It's the greatest thing ever. Eggs are $9 a gallon, a dozen, and it's awesome. Yeah, but the whole thing, there was 70% of the country was we're on the wrong track. Yeah, minus 35 percentage point net loss. Oh, God, it's so bad. It's so bad it smiles. Only former President Richard Nixon, who resigned from office under threat of impeachment during the Watergate scandal, had a lower net positive rating than Biden at minus 42. So, I mean, really, Biden only missed him by 7 points. So, I mean, goals. I mean, could be worse, right? You could be Nixon. Anyway, we're getting to the fun part. Biden's fellow Democrats are less enthusiastic about his presidency than they are about other recent Democratic presidents, and Biden is the only recent Democratic president who currently has a net negative evaluation among independents. You guys still think that he would have won the presidential election should he stayed in like he said he was gonna? 'Cause I don't think so. All right, so let's look at this. Let me zoom in a little bit more for you guys, if I can. Let's see if I can get it in here. Here we go. Look at these, get that out of here. Look at this. U.S. adults historical ranking of U.S. presidents. There's the president, there's the outstanding, above average, average, below average. Joe Biden has 6 at outstanding, and Richard Nixon's the only one worse at 4. Above average, Joe Biden is at 8. The worst on the list, including Donald Trump in the first term, by the way, because Donald Trump had a 23. He's that green one right there. Joe Biden was average at 26%. Oh, okay. All right. He beat Trump on something, guys. And 17% were below average. Okay. All right. And then 37% were poor, which is the worst of all of the presidencies going back to Nixon. Guys, this is abysmally bad. And now this comes back into our realm a little bit. So the reason this is so abysmally bad, other than the fact that it should bring you joy and it's hilarious because Biden is completely delusional and so are the leftist Democrats still supporting Biden. All the policies that he was putting forward, that his administration was putting forward, that Kamala Harris was putting forward, the leftist ideals, all the dreams, the gun control, the ATF, the executive orders, not only have they all gotten smoked on the Supreme Court side, they've also got rejected by the population, everyone in the population. Everyone goes, yeah, that sucked. That's the important piece. When you look at all these things all together and you look at the overall outcome, the only person in Democrat history that actually went as far in gun control as any Democrats is Joe Biden. Even Obama didn't go as far, right? Joe Biden actually went further, and look at his results. He lost everybody. Republicans, independents, Democrats. The point is, all of these things all mixed together. The last person who tried this was Joe Biden, and he was minus 37. Yep. Remember that. Let's keep going. That's the point. That's why this is so important. And to wrap up with the crazy man from Louisiana, James Carville, listen to what he said about Biden. The survey seems to support longtime Democratic strategist James Carville's recent assessment that Biden ruined his legacy by deciding to launch an ill-fated re-election campaign. The most tragic figure in American politics in my lifetime is President Biden, Carville declared last month. It's all so effing self-inflicted. He knows that he effed up. Does he? Why don't you guys let me know in the comments if you think that he actually knows that he effed up, as James Carville says. Let me back up a little bit here. Get back here. What do you guys think about this? Oh gosh, I forgot the most... Easter egg! I got so excited about the numbers, I forgot to show you something. This kind of goes back to what I was just telling you about the actual issues around the Democrat policies and the gun control and all the border stuff and the wars and all that. All of it's mixed together, and this is their reaction. This is Chuck Schumer on the same day this came out. Watch this.
So we did a lot of good things, but all too often, Kristen, we talked about the mechanics of the legislation and the details of the legislation, and we really didn't show the kind of empathy and concern to average, or show enough of it to average working families who didn't realize how much we had done and how much we care for them. So we did a lot.
Wait a minute. So I thought over here it says Americans view him as the below average or poor, but it turns out they don't actually view him as below average or poor, guys. Chuck Schumer just told us it's because they didn't realize how good Biden was. It's not that they suck, it's that you're stupid. Doesn't that make you feel nice and cozy? Kind of does for me, let me tell you why. The reason that this makes me feel nice and cozy, because Chuck Schumer is a one-trick pony. He doesn't know how to change. And all the Democrat leadership doesn't know how to change. Which is really, 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 really good for us in 2026 and in 2028 when they get their butts kicked again because they don't have the ability to adjust. Everything you're seeing, tremendous loss. Loss of the House, loss of Congress, loss of the Senate, loss of the White House. Yep, nope, it's because they didn't know. It's because you guys just didn't hear us when we said we liked you a lot. You didn't feel the empathy. No, we felt the inflation, we felt the crime, we felt the border stuff. We felt all of it, but guys, they just didn't tell you and you didn't understand how good they were. So that's the takeaway here. Obviously, the leader of the Democrats in the Senate just told us. It's not that Biden was the second worst president of all time. It was simply that you guys just were too stupid to figure it out. Next time, we'll be more empathetic and we'll win. Holy crap. Buckle up, guys. We are about to go on a winning streak like you have never seen, because if they are not moving like this, it's going to be a party. I'm going to jump into the comments real quick because I like you guys a whole lot. Schumer, another reason for term limits. Facts, I like it. I like it a whole lot. Uncle Ted for the ATF director. I think it's funny how everyone is rolling back what they said less than a year ago. F off. Yeah, they're always going to roll back. They're political creatures. All they do is like, well, I didn't say we sucked. I just said that you guys suck. Obviously. Yeah, these guys are like that, man. Puke in a bag is more appealing. Okay. The Democrats are done. Now, oh, Joseph, you just brought me something here, right? Really good end to this video. Yes, they are in deep Bamfa poodoo if you watch Star Wars, if you're a fan of Star Wars. But genuinely, if we start underestimating our opponents, we're going to lose. If we start overestimating ourselves, we're going to lose. Act like you're losing, vote like you're losing, push like you're losing, and you'll never end up losing. If you start pushing like you're winning and you start acting like you're winning and you're starting to legislate like you're winning, you're going to lose. It's the ultimate irony, but it is reality. What do you guys think? Let me know. I will see you guys on the next one. I wanted to bring this to wrap up your Saturday with a delicious treat. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one because I love you guys and I just can't get enough. Anyway, see you later.